I'll be right up the top end of the cassette. 19, 21, 23.
Riders up front seem to be riding quite well. You can see the way the gap is coming down rapidly. 1.5 minutes now, so as they get to the top of this Crocknorth Road ascent and slide across the top, huge relief for those 4 riders. The little bit of agony is over with as Simon Richardson takes the points again and leads the group across.
Yeah, they got a good few more 100 meters here of false flat over the top of this climb. Just keep pressing on a little bit, which is often bad for the head and bad for the morale, especially for some of the riders further back down the peloton here. You see the flags for the line and you think that's it, we're on the descent now, and when you've got to still keep going for another minute or so over the top of the climb, that can be hard. And then we've got a sharp descent, and then we've only got around 15 kilometers until Leith Hill, the 3rd categorized climb, another 2nd category climb.
A little bit of congestion. We saw Lee Howard at the back of the group, and remember, Lee Howard is still very much in contention overall. Well, he's now 1 minute and 2 seconds behind, so he may feel that it's all up for him. It's certainly going to be a difficult ask for him to get away from Jonathan Tiernan-Locke. Can't quite see Jonathan Tiernan-Locke there. We certainly can see the World Championship stripes of Mark Cavendish, and that's going to give great cheer to the huge crowd as they wind their way underneath that railway bridge. Great to see the Mark Cavendish right up the front, staying out of trouble, and Jonathan Tiernan-Locke in the 3rd row of riders there. Cavendish doesn't look to be in too much difficulty. Russell Downing too looks to be riding a steady tempo.
Yep, I think he's just showing his intent there. Mark Cavendish riding on the front. Again, as we mentioned earlier, if you're on the front and you're the one who's hurting yourself, that's so much easier on the head than it is being further back and having it dished out to you. As we see there, Orica GreenEDGE coming to the back. Jack Bobridge just getting a bottle, getting some feed.
So the peloton come across the line. So the group behind are chasing hard, 1 minute and 40 seconds as they chase down on these 4 leaders. Peter Williams, Jack Bobridge, Simon Richardson and Wesley Crater. Can they hang out there for much longer? It's certainly boiling up nicely.
With neither of the King of the Mountains protagonists scoring on that ascent, it meant that Rafa Condor's Christian Haas had a 19-point advantage over Euskaltel's Pablo Ortasun, with only 16 points remaining. Haas only had to finish to claim the jersey. The 4 leaders were still clear over the summit of the Cat 2 Leith Hill, but on a fast and dangerous descent, Sky's Mark Cavendish punctured. Fast losing time, he was eventually paced back to the peloton before the final climb of the tour, which is coming up right after the break.